Hi guys, welcome back to Jamie's Camper. Just putting a few photos together for you. Now this is my Mercedes Sprinter long wheelbase. These are photos when I got it. Just an empty van, wooden floor, bulkhead. Quite a tidy van, inside and out actually. It was not a bad buy, I thought. There's the bulkhead there which I've removed now, and the old floor which I still have. So there it is there, the old floor. That got lifted and cleaned, as you're about to see. I mean, there was a weird smell in the van. Don't know what it was. Lifted a floor, and underneath, as we're about to see, it was full of little bits of wooden chipboard and bits of wood and stuff. And there in the, you can see in some of the corners there, you see how mouldy and fusty it had got. Water had been getting up through some of the holes underneath, and obviously putting a small bit of moisture in, getting onto this sawdusty kind of stuff, and just turning it into rotting wood, and it was absolutely stinking. So I lifted the floor, swept it all up. That's my dog Mac, you can see there having a sniff because he can smell something bad. Swept up everything, got it all out. There's one of the holes actually, right by the wheel arch, so a lot of water was coming up through there. They're all sealed now with silicone. I didn't paint it or anything, I just gave it a good clean. There was kind of a sticky substance on the floor, and some of the stuff got stuck to it which I couldn't remove. Now these are my rolls of, actually offcuts of double bubble mylar that I used on the side of the panels of the van. That'll be a tin of spray glue as well. Those were offcuts. They were, if you look on eBay or any kind of website like that, they're much better than buying the actual stuff in a whole roll, a lot cheaper. So cut it to size, glued it into every kind of crevice and panel. Being a big van, long wheelbase Sprinter, there was a lot of panels to cover. The panels I haven't covered are the ones that I'm cutting out for the window, obviously, which you'll see in a bit. But yeah, I mean, that took me, I think I did it on a really rainy, nasty Saturday, and that took me like, I think it was over 12 hours to just, cut each piece and glue it in, and it took forever, but totally worth it. Now you're seeing some recycled Coke bottle material, which I got in B&Q. Pretty expensive, but the thermal quality of it's supposed to be really good. That's stuffed in the deeper crevices and cavities. Didn't go all the way to the bottom because I wanted to make sure any moisture that ran down at the bottom could evaporate. You see the little hole in the right hand corner there, it can come out of there. Don't worry about that light, that's just a light I had in the van while I was working on it. Okay, so after the floor was cleaned, I put down this, it's actually stuff that they use under laminate flooring in houses, kind of a sound deadening, lets the laminate kind of move around and stuff. So that was glued down onto the floor first. You can see the ribs of the chassis of the van coming up through it. These are pictures of, that is the connection for the reversing camera that I installed. That's the reversing camera there and what it looks like. It's actually a pretty good one. Original Mercedes one, which I got from Ireland for a very good price. The screen, again, generic off of eBay. It was like 12 quid or something, not very hard to wire up. Now this is that stuff I was on about, the underlay for the laminate flooring. Now I've put it down on the van floor and then put the original wooden van floor, which we're seeing now, on top of it, and kind of made a sandwich out of all 4 bits. So you've got the underlay, the van floor, the underlay, and then you've got the actual floor itself, which is the click laminate, kind of fake wood, plasticky stuff. Okay, this is the beginning of the wiring. Tried to do everything, obviously, while the van was completely empty. That's the switch panel I've got mounted on the new board that I've got in there. That's the leisure battery and the charger and the fuse box. That's a good battery, 120 amp hours there. I haven't actually used it yet. I mean, it runs the lights and everything, no bother, but not being away with it, so The little smart relay orange box, that is the dual split charger, which comes off the van battery and charges that battery. Now this is the beginning of the installation of the windows I did. Bought them, that's how they come. Cut out the panel in the van. Round the edge you use this kind of black tar stuff. It's a ceramic paint. It's kind of gritty feeling. I would say all as it does is make the glue stick to the white panel. Well, other than white panel that would have been there. A bit messy, I know, but I was using a nibbler, so I had to kind of make big holes to get the nibbler in. That's the window being glued in position and actually being pulled in by bungees and suckers. Saw that on another YouTube video. Very good idea. That's the window aperture before it had glass in it there. This is some of the other door now, the ones that I've completed there. Really good window, both opening windows. Really like them, well worth the money. Here's back to the driver's side. Using the suckers and the bungees to really pull it back into that glue. And there it is there, that's it. It's really nicely done. Used some little cardboard wedges just to stop it sinking down. It didn't sink very far anyway, but just underneath at the bottom there just to make sure it didn't sink. Yeah, really happy with those windows, well worth the money. Now this is the beginning of the bed and the storage in the back. We have moved along since here. I should have taken more pictures. I've got the lighting and the roof installed, which I never took a picture of. So this is the kind of cupboards and the shelving at the back. A big, I think it's like 4.5 by 6 plank of that 11 ply goes across the top there, and that's kind of fills in the gap of the bed. And you can see the wheel arches there underneath. Now this is the beginning of the shower. Again, I should have taken more pictures, but I've kind of been just snipping and snapping as I go along. And that's about it, guys. That's the window and some of the shower involved. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe to my channel. There's going to be lots more. Thanks for watching.